Now, usually when we talk about the main characters of a film, you're usually talking about the protagonist and the antagonist. Now, who is the protagonist? Protagonist is the main character of your film, whereas the antagonist is not necessarily the villain or the anti-hero of the film. It's probably somebody who creates in conflict. So the question is, how do I break down my characters? Well, not a problem. Before I tell you an amazing trick to break down your protagonist, remember that the protagonist is the main character of your film. You must know the protagonist in and out. It should bleed in your system to get out maximum emotions out of the character. So take a pen and paper and write these three things on it: traits, objective, and obstacle. Yes, filmmakers, these three are the key principles to breaking down any character. Firstly, by traits, we mean general attribute of the character. Now, my character might be named John. John might be a humble person. John might be a jealous person. John might be a sex addict. All these are his traits, and by traits, I do not, and I repeat, I do not mean his physical appearance. It's more about how the person's behavior is and what are they all about. It's about knowing the person. So after traits, the next important thing that you need to keep in mind is your character's objective. Now, your character must have an objective in the film. They must have an end goal, something that they're chasing. Now, whether the character achieves his objective or not, that's completely up to you. But the audience definitely wants to see his struggle to reach that end goal. Well-written characters are complex. A character must have an obstacle, or what I call a flaw. This flaw should be very relevant to your character, especially when they're about to meet the end objective. The level of the obstacle will depend on the traits of the character, whether he can overcome those obstacles to meet his end goal. So similarly, use these principles to break down your antagonist as well. Remember, once you have your antagonist and protagonist, you can move on to your next step. The other characters associated with your film can come along the way, but you must have your antagonist and protagonist sorted. Thank you guys. I hope this has helped you break down your characters easily, and have a good day, and I'll see you soon.